Installation model Kcv352. First, you start by opening the boxes to check all connectors and peripherals are there. You start by opening the monitor box and after the camera box. You can see the camera is vandal proof and you have the screws in the box. You will find the wires needed for installation on the side of the monitor. After you cut the power of the monitor and you start by installing the bracket. You screw the bracket to the wall with the screws provided or other type of screws. After you pass the power cable, the monitor power cable, and prepare connections to a 220 volt socket outlet or nearest power point available. After you take the camera and you start by opening it and prepare the bracket for installation. You will mount the bracket of the camera to the wall with the screws provided or screws needed for installation. And you put the camera in place. After you pass the cable, you can use an RJ45 cable or a 2-core cable as needed. You pass the cable from a side to another through a conduit or trunking. It depends on site of installation. After you trim the cable from the monitor side, and prepare to install the monitor. You start by connecting the wires to the monitor. You can connect on the 2 points where the monitor is shown. Connect from camera. No polarity, but from monitor there is polarity, so you have to be careful. There is no polarity from the camera, but there is polarity from the monitor. After you have to pass the cable for the lock. You connect the lock from the monitor, you have the connector and you plug it in the monitor. You can use also the connection from the camera, but it's safer from the monitor. After you put the monitor in place, and you screw the monitor with the screw provided. Now you take off the camera, you trim the cable, you have to use the 2 wires coming from the monitor After trimming the cable, you have to connect it to the camera. As we said before, there is no polarity, so you can connect on any of the 2 points shown on the camera coming from the monitor. As you can see in the diagram, it shows the connections from the camera and from the lock. Now you put the camera in place. You adjust it before for the visitor viewing, and you have the small screw provided to screw the camera. And after you close the cover, the nameplate cover, to cover the screw. Demonstration how to use Kcv352. The visitor comes, rings the bell. He presses the middle button to talk with the visitor. And the bottom button, you open the door. The upper button, the first one, is used for monitoring who is outside, and you can communicate by the middle button and open the door with the bottom button. You have the power switch on the left hand side, so you can put on and off the monitor. On the other side, on the right hand side, there is the call volume, the receiving volume, and the brightness adjustment.